What's up, everybody? Brian here with Meso Collects. We're going to rip into another Charizard EX UPC in search of a good set of promos. This will be the last one I rip. I promise you that. I'm not going to rip anymore. I will be picking them up and holding on to them once they do drop back down and they are all over the shelves, because I can definitely see it happening. Alex pointed out a great point that they have been selling more as the price drops, but with the amount that it was rumored that these are printed, I do believe we'll see them sitting on shelves and being passed up by consumers. We do have our black sabermetrics tool, and that's going to help us just get a better eye on the centering of the cards, of the hits, if any. So let's flip this around and get into this. Yeah, Alex brought up a good point. While there are people panic selling and getting rid of their collections, he had brought up, and this is why I absolutely love Alex and his videos, his content. Regardless of how it comes off, the facts are that he brings the facts to the table, and he showed over the data points as far as sales go. And the sales volume when the product first came out, when it was selling for 180s, over 180 in the 180 ballpark range, and the sales data of the sales today, or more recent rather. That one slid out a lot better. It wasn't stuck in there. Our last promo we sent off to Tag to see how that goes, and this one looks pretty good actually. I think eyeballing it kind of looks like the top and bottom centering is a little off. So let's slap it behind here. Oh, it's going to be kind of tough to see a little bit with that plastic film still on it. It might be better to take it out of the plastic sleeve and put it in a penny sleeve. What are we looking at? What's that looking like? Yeah, it looks slight heavy right, but that still might be in range. Remember, there's the Oricorio promo behind this one as well. Let's pop it. So I am glad that the promos in this UPC come in our little plastic. I love that. I'm a fan of that. That's the best way to protect the card, in my opinion. The Team Rocket's Moltres UPC does not have this. They are straight up raw dogging the cards in cardboard protectors. Straight raw. That's wild to me. That's wild. Ooh, this one is definitely off center. We don't even need to put that in the centering tool. But this is the Oricorio promo. Really cool, really nice. And it's one of Shinji Kanda's, who has his cards essentially blew up in popularity over this last era of Pokemon. But our Charizard looks pretty good. A little whitening at that top left corner. I think just because of that little whitening spot, though, I would definitely say it is not a good candidate for Tag. That one's backwards. Surging Sparks. We got our Journey Togethers. Destined Rivals. I had the order mixed up last time. What do we got? Destined Rivals, then Journey Together. Mega Evolutions. And our Phantasmal Flames. Cool, that's what we got. And hopefully we get something good out of these ones. All right, the first UPC wasn't too great. We got the promos though, so that was a plus. There's that code card. First pack, nothing. Surging Sparks was was a fun one to open. But I feel like just lately with these single packs that have been going out in various products, ancillary products, the hits haven't been so hot. Yeah, the hits aren't really so hot. Destined Rivals. On to Destined Rivals. We ripped a lot of Destined Rivals. We pulled a lot of good hits. We didn't pull our Mewtwo. We didn't pull... The only SIR we pulled out of Destined Rivals has been the Crobat. Yeah, Team Rocket's Crobat was the only SIR we pulled. And I'm hoping we could get at least another one before this becomes one of those hard to find sets. Got Dondozo. Yeah, back to Alex. He really showed the data as far as sales volume goes. And recently, the sales volume for UPCs recently has been in the, I want to say it was in the 80,000s. Like 80,000, over 80,000 sales of the UPC. Whereas when the product first launched and released, we got gold. Oh, fuck. All right. Oh, well, there it is. There's the Garchomp. I'm excited about that one. Let me get a sleeve. Yeah, it looks so good. Looks so good sitting there. I'm telling you, they did a lot better with the gold cards. And me and my buddy were talking about this. They did a lot better with the gold cards recently. We got a ding up there in the top. That's tough. Well, it'll make a binder card. It'll make a really good binder card, that is. I hate when that happens. You finally pull a good card, and it's got something like that in it. That's tough. But that's a good hit nonetheless. And, I'm happy with it. On to Journey Together. Metagross, Cramorant, and Wailord. You know, Cramorant, when Pokemon Unite first came out, Cramorant was my favorite. I ran Cramorant quite a bit. Even after he got nerfed, I still ran Cramorant. Right, what do we got here? Torkoal, Ludicolo, and Dubwool. Reshiram, Stunfisk, and Magearna. Well, back to Alex. He essentially showed that the Pokemon market is not crashing whatsoever. There's definitely a price correction. That's for sure. A price correction with the amount of product that is coming out. Mr. Mime, Masquerada, and Amoonguss EX. Which, I mean, it was going to happen eventually. And I'm okay with it. There's a lot of fans, collectors, players who are more than fine with this market correction, and I think, you know, a lot of what had to do with it was, hey, we got the Trump boy. That's awesome. That's a cool one. My wife's she's gonna be happy to see that one. Not that we are Trump supporters or fans. I think he really did a 180 on his second term, this term. But the card itself, since it does look like President Trump, it's just it's a funny card. And I like this card a lot because of that. So we got Trump. And I'm happy. But regardless, fans, players, collectors, I think we can all say that we are glad that the market is correcting and botters are moving on to other products. Oh, we got something cool here. Is that Lucario? We got Tyrogue, Shedinja, and Mega Lucario EX. Let's get a sleeve for it. We got a double rare, super rare. whatever you want to call these ones. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I appreciate the texture that was thrown onto these double rares. I really do like the texture. Latios, Switch, and Steelix. My son actually pulled the Steelix today. He got a sleeved pack from his Secret Santa at school, and he's been holding on to this pack. He's been holding on to that pack for, 4 days now, and he hasn't ripped it. And finally today, I was like, Daniel, this pack has been marinating for far too long. See what you got. It wasn't a hit. There was no hit, but there was a Steelix, and he likes a Steelix. So you got Ultra Ball, Inteleon, and Xerneas. On to Phantasmal Flames. Phantasmal Flames was rough to us as well. I ripped all my Pokemon Center pre-orders, besides the one ETB, right? That's my collection. Yamper, Dizzying Valley, and Toxtricity. Yeah, I ripped a lot of it. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of it. I ripped a decent amount of it. Booster box, 2 booster bundles, and 1 Pokemon Center ETB. And it wasn't good to us. It didn't treat us well whatsoever. So I still don't know how I feel about this set. I can't take a personal stance on it yet, because I just feel like, I don't know, just because I haven't gotten anything good, I can't really say anything about it. We got texture in this one? Was that texture? Or was that just the hollow pattern? Got Vileplume, Togedemaru, and Grimsley's Move. All right. Grimsley's Move. That'll sit in the binder. Last pack. And it doesn't look hot. We got Seviper, Piloswine, and Ambipom. Oh, that's that. That's that. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. I will say that this was a lot better. This UPC was a lot better than the Team Rocket's Moltres. That one was absolutely terrible. We got Grimsley's Move, Mega Lucario EX, or if your name is Chaz and you live in Oklahoma, you might say Lucario. We got Gumshoos, aka Trump. Cynthia's Garchomp EX. This was definitely my favorite pull of the box, but we've got a little discrepancy up in the top. It's not a grade worthy card. Binder card, sure. And then here's the Oricorio EX, the promo that was included with the UPC. Centering is off, not a grade worthy card. Definitely a binder card. And then we have our Mega Charizard X EX. We looked at this with the Black Label Metrics tool, and it looked slightly right heavy. But, I mean, aside from that and the little spot in the corner, it's a nice card. I wouldn't send it to grade. And that's all we've got. That's all we've got. Do you plan on picking up a UPC? Especially if you're walking in store and you see it for $90, $120. Would you pick it up? Do you think we're going to get there? Because I do. I think we will. I think we've seen a lot of drops online that has just had high stock of these UPCs. And it just seems like they keep pushing it out more and more and more, and less people are buying, because you can jump onto that link and get into that queue, and there is no queue. You can just get right to the product. You don't have to wait in line anymore. You can just pick it up if you want it. So I think eventually we will see it back in store, and we might even see a lower price on it, under $120. So tell me what you think. That's all I got. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Check out the website, mesocollects.com. Thank you.